Hey, good morning. Furman back with you here again. We are once again in our warehouse here in Phoenix, Arizona. This room is a really big room. It is a fully chilled room. You can see behind me, big air conditioning vents. This is actually where we're going to be storing our new battery storage systems that are coming to us around May, probably around the end of May. We're going to have new battery storage systems. And we're looking forward to having those available, making them available through our website and through a retailer near you. But today we're going to talk about batteries as well. A little bit different. We're going to talk about the batteries that you use in your generators. Any generator that has electric start or has remote start is going to have a battery that comes with it. It's a sealed lead acid battery. You use that for starting the generator. And from time to time we get questions about those, so we thought we'd cover them today. I am joined here by Megan. She's right there. Say hi, Megan.
Hi, how are you?
So Megan has been in front of the camera with us quite a bit, and she's usually the one behind the camera as well. So I'm going to pass over to Megan, and we're going to talk about batteries.
Awesome.
So there's a few different sizes of batteries that we ship with our generators. There's sizes range from this little guy. This little one comes in our 3300 and 3000 watt inverters. It's a little compact sealed lead acid battery. It's plenty of power to start the generator. All the way up to this big one. This is actually what ships in all of our generators that are 5700 watts and above. So they are 12 volts. They are lead acid batteries, which means that over time the batteries can degrade, kind of like actually exactly like the battery in your car. So the battery in your car usually stays good for quite a long time because if you drive the car every day, that battery is getting charged every day. The same thing goes for your generator. If you're running the generator every day, that battery is getting charged anytime the generator runs. But if it sits for a while, it might not get charged for quite some time. Maybe you've got the generator sitting in your garage for 6 months, and the battery loses a little bit of power over time. So what happens when you go out in 6 months and you go to start your generator and you can't turn it over? We have a couple of options. The first is we absolutely recommend that you use a battery maintainer. All of our 3000 and 3300 watt inverters come with a trickle charger or battery maintainer. There's a couple of different ways to say that, but that plugs right into the front panel of the inverter. You plug it into the wall, and it's going to keep that battery charged while it's being stored. All of our larger generators, all of our open frame generators, everything from a 3650 watt all the way up to our biggest generators, our new one that's coming out, our 15,000 watt V-twin generator. They don't come with a battery charger. We included one with the inverters because it's a little more difficult, as you'll see today, to get to that battery. But with the open frame generators, the battery's right out in front where you can easily access the terminals. Battery maintainers are available pretty much everywhere. You can buy them on Amazon and you can buy them at your local hardware store. They're usually less than 20 bucks, but we definitely recommend getting your hands on a battery maintainer and hooking it up to the battery. Just put the positive clips to the positive side of the battery and the negative clips to the negative side of the battery, and that'll keep that battery charged while it's in storage. We may end up having a FIRMAN battery maintainer in the future as an accessory. We don't have one yet, but keep an eye out for that. So let's talk about the batteries. These are brand new batteries that we have up here. I'm going to use just a little inexpensive multimeter. Turn this little guy on. You can see that it'll test a couple of different ways. It'll test ohms and DC voltage and AC voltage and all kinds of things. But what we're looking for here is DC voltage, and I want to test up to 20. So I've selected this little selector over to 20. And so if I put this right here, I've got a positive and a negative probe. I'll touch the negative to the negative side and the positive to the red, which is positive. And we're getting 12.6 volts, which is great. What you're looking for is anything over 12 volts. I can do the same here on this little battery. I can put the positive to the positive and the negative to the negative, and we're getting 12.93 volts, 12.94. This guy's a little overachiever. So getting plenty of power here. These are brand new batteries. So let's go over here and take a look and see what we have on a couple of generators that have actually been sitting in our warehouse for some time. So this is one of our new generators. This is our P09201. It's 9,200 running watts and 11,400 starting watts. What's new about this one is it uses all of our other 8,000, 10,000 watt generators use a 439 cc engine. This uses a 459 cc engine, so a bigger engine, more power. But you can see the battery right here in the front, pretty easily accessible. We have a black lead and a red lead. And let's see what we get. We'll lean this up here. Oh, actually, we're doing good here. We've got 12.8 volts, so this battery's great. This would turn this generator over right away. So not a problem there, but if you wanted to replace this battery, it's actually really simple. There's a strap that holds the battery in, a metal strap. You use a little 10mm socket here. You can pull this on either side, pull that strap off. The battery will come out really easily. And then there's a screw head here and a screw head here. You just unscrew those little bolts and nuts and slide that battery out and slide in a new one and connect it, and pretty easy with this one. Like I said, our open frame generators, so you can slide those little boots right back over those terminals. Open frame generators are really, really easy to access the battery. One thing you want to make sure of is when you get a new FIRMAN generator, we ship them with this quick connect disconnected. That's basically to make sure that the battery is not draining and shipping. When you get your generator, you're going to see in the quick start guide that you push this together, make sure it clicks, and that'll connect to the battery terminal so you're ready for use. Slide that back in there. Now let's take a look at our 3,300 watt inverter. Stay right there. I'm going to get a screwdriver. The battery's a little tougher to access. All of our inverters ship, they're all in this plastic case. We do that for a couple different reasons. One, we're able to make these a lot more compact, but two, it actually cuts down a lot on the noise. So this inverter runs at 58 decibels, and a big part of the reason is that this insulated plastic housing really cuts down on the parasitic noise, and that's just the amount of noise that comes off of the engine and off of the alternator. So we're talking about metal things that have rotating and moving parts inside, and so when you do that, you're always going to have some noise that just radiates out through the metal. And this housing helps to contain that. So let's take a look. First, we're going to remove the back cover. We've got 4 Phillips head screws here. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I did. I went to a music festival and got to see the Foo Fighters this weekend. They were incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah, I recommend that. They went on last, and they played for 2.5 hours. So amazing band. I don't know if you're Foo Fighters fans, but I sure am. So let's set this aside. Let's drop that screw right there on the floor. We'll put these up here. So if you can. So I'm going to point at it. You're going to have a hard time seeing it until we open up another panel, but the battery's right back in there. And this one, just like the bigger generators, comes with a quick connect for the negative terminal on the battery. So again, we get a lot of calls from people who buy one of these inverters, they maybe skip reading the instructions, and then they go to start it and they don't have any power and they can't get it started. Well, you have to make sure that you connect this quick connect when you first buy a new FIRMAN inverter. So now we're going to take off the back panel, the side panel rather. Same thing, we've got some Phillips screws here.
And I do love that if you get stuck anywhere, there's phone numbers all over for you to be able to make sure. Phone numbers, you can contact our tech team. It shows you exactly where to get in touch with everyone. So
that's a great point. Yeah. We love doing these videos, and we hope that people are watching these to learn all about their generators. But of course, you can always call us, our tech team, at 844-FIRMAN-1. These guys and gals know these products inside and out, and they could definitely walk you through doing this procedure.
Yeah, and you always want to make sure that you find your model number. It's kind of tricky because people will call and they want to read off the wattage that's on the front. But each unit has a label that has the model number on it. Typically, it's by the handle. So it's here on this guy, and then on the one we were looking at earlier, it's right over here. So making sure that you mention that when you give a call in, it will tell you right here where the model number is.
Did you find it? Yeah. Yeah, that's a common one on our open frame generators. People sometimes have a hard time finding the model number,
Yeah.
but typically, what like Megan said, it's over on the right side of the tank on the lower section if you're facing the generator.
Yeah.
So we've got the side panel off, and that's the battery right there. And if you have big fingers like mine, this is a little tricky, but there's a rubber strap, and if you pull on it and release some tension, you can release this. It's from there's a clip down in there. Yep. And then the battery, it takes some wiggling to get it out of here, but we're gonna do it if we can. Has a little cover on it, and it is laying in here. That little rubber cover comes off.
Nice.
And if you can,
I like that everything is always so well taken care of. Like keeping everything safe, making sure that, you know, we're not
Yeah, you're
damaging
right.
anything. It's nice that.
and it will, we've left just enough room so you can slide the battery out, and there you see it. So let's give this one a test.
It's so cute, this little guy.
It's adorable.
It's so small.
So we have a negative cable and a positive cable. So we've got our little multimeter here. And let's see what we get. Oh,
Another
wow.
one. Look at that.
That's awesome. 12.9 volts.
It makes me happy though that these all hold so much juice.
That's fantastic. Happy to see that. So getting this back in here is takes a little bit of effort, but always again, black is negative, red's positive. So we are going to connect the positive side first. Get on there. And the negative side as well. Just slide these little connectors on.
I always love seeing the videos because it makes it definitely something that's easy to do, but you wouldn't have thought it would have been something that you would have tried to go for unless you've seen someone else do it. You're like, I can do that.
That's true, yeah.
So it's great to see you give these a whirl.
And then again, this battery just slides in here, right in between the module and the frame. And I use the word slides loosely. Let's try it like this. There we go. All right.
And label up.
We're down in there. Yep, label up. And we've got our strap. We're going to put our little cover on.
Yeah, it's like the perfect amount of space.
It is designed to be right there. And again, a little maneuvering. And we'll pull our strap through. Cover down over the battery. And this strap's really stretchy, so I'd recommend getting some slack. And if you can reach a screwdriver down in there, you should be able to hook it on to a little loop, or with your finger. Somebody with smaller hands than me would make this way easier.
Definitely. Oh, there you go.
Come on.
It's right there. It's giving me a hard time.
I'm gonna try one more time, and then you're gonna do it.
That's fine. Yeah, no, but that, you know what? It works for me. I'm excited. It is a very small space. I think you've done very well thus far.
I'll try and put the cover on first.
It's out. That's a
Yeah.
good idea.
That goes on there. almost. I think that's usually why I don't put the cover on first, because
Then it's like
rubber
super
doesn't
tight, yeah.
slide very well. Try one more time. You definitely want to check once you get this in there, make sure you didn't loosen the connections while you were wiggling it.
I see what you mean. No, the rubber definitely got stuck on the top there.
You want to give it a try, Megan?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we got. Do you want the cover back on or no?
It's okay.
Okay, so we pull this really tight, is what you said, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then right down here is this little latch. Oh, felt it.
You can get a feel for just how tight quarters that is.
But it's nice to know that it's like safe and secure in there, you know? Like it's not going anywhere.
That battery is not going anywhere.
Not at all. Okay, there it is. I feel like there's got to be a trick.
While Megan's working on that, I'll point out something else in this inverter. Right down here at the bottom of the carburetor is a solenoid, and it's got an electrical wire connected to it. A question that we get quite a bit is with a generator like this that is a remote start generator, the question is, do I need to operate the choke if I'm using the remote? You know, if you go out and you're camping and you're using this inverter and you've got it outside your camper and you want to press the remote start button in the morning, you might wonder, well, gosh, how do I operate the choke? Well, the nice thing is if you're using the remote, you don't have to. You can, when you press that remote start button, this solenoid closes the choke so that you're changing the fuel air mixture, you're getting more fuel, and the generator will start when it's cold. So it closes the choke, starts the generator, and then lets the generator run for a few seconds, and then it reopens the choke using that solenoid, so that you can remote start your generator without having to worry about cold start problems. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. You can see how that clip connects right there. It just slides over a little hook that's down at the bottom. With a little tenacity and some smaller fingers, you can get that done.
You just had to angle it a little, but it was definitely hard to
Very nicely done.
figure it out.
And,
Okay.
oh sure, reinstalling the side panel is just that simple. Put those 6 Phillips screws back in, and then reinstalling the back panel, again, just slides right in here. It takes 4 Phillips screws and goes right back on the inverter.
I like it.
So batteries are available through FIRMAN. So
Yeah.
if you are in one of those situations where your generator was stored for a while and you go out and you find a dead battery, you can just call us at 844-FIRMAN-1. We'll be happy to get a battery shipped out to you right away. We carry batteries for everything we sell. And by the way, everything that needs a battery comes with a battery. So if you're buying an electric start generator from us or a remote start generator, there's nothing you're going to have to go out and buy other than gas. So everything comes with a battery where it's needed. And like I said, we're very happy to get you replacement batteries where they're needed.
Yep. Always making sure you're registering your gen, so that way when you call in, it's super quick and easy for us to get you that information or get you your new battery or any parts you may need.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can go on our website at FIRMANPowerEquipment.com, click the warranty registration link, and just register your generator really easily that way. That way, when you call us, if you need any help, we're going to know who you are. We're going to know that you already registered your warranty.
We'll know what kind you have too.
We know what you have. Yeah, it'll just speed up the whole process. The first year we cover parts and labor. So if you had a problem with your generator that needed to get to a service center, we would connect you with one of our service centers nationwide. The years 2 and 3 we cover parts. So you're covered for a solid 3 years on parts. And even after that, if you're beyond your 3-year warranty and you need help, you can certainly call us. We offer lifetime technical support. Our whole team is here to help you anytime. And even if you're outside your warranty, I would say still reach out to us. Parts are, if you're outside the warranty, you have to buy a part or buy a battery. Our parts are really reasonably priced, and we can ship them out to you really quickly. We cover every part for everything we sell in stock in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yep.
So you never have to worry about being able to get the parts you need to get you back up and running.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything? I think we covered everything here.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to mention we're going to be with Mike's weather page in a couple weeks. Mike's weather page set up a cruise, and so we're going to go and join them, and look forward to coming to you live from there. We have another live feed coming this Friday, and then one Monday on the following Friday, and then we'll probably come to you live from a cruise ship somewhere in the Caribbean.
That's awesome.
So looking forward to hanging out with a whole bunch of Mike's weather page fans and getting to know everybody. It's been a wonderful relationship. I know I just heard this morning there's supposed to be, I think, 13 to 16 named storms this year. So hurricane season starts in June. June 1st is the official start of hurricane season. So we always watch Mike's weather page for all the information that we need on storms and weather events that are happening around the country. I encourage you, if you don't follow them, to check them out.
Absolutely.
I think that's it for today.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on Friday.
See you Friday, guys.
Bye-bye.